There you go, guys. Just got package in the mail. Got this Sharkbanz fishing Zeppelin shark deterrent tackle to try out. Rightio, this is contents of the package there. Got your Sharkbanz, which is basically a magnet, as you can see. It just holds itself there on the metal. You can see how strong it is. Just going to go over the instructions so you can have a read for yourself. But basically, it says it doesn't deter target fish. Uses a magnet. Blah blah blah. Tells you how to set up your rig. Tells you not to put it near anything electronic. I'd imagine it'd mess with your compass if you had it in the cab there. And then basically it's just got this spiel on the back here that just says that doesn't always work, and yeah, good luck sort of thing. So, and this is also what came in the mail. It says basically same as instructions. It's 185 grams. It's got some videos you can watch, and yeah, it's interesting. It says in product research conducted in West Australia, Sharkbanz fishing exhibited an 84% reduction in hooked fish lost to sharks compared to local daily depredation shark averages. So, handy facts for you there. Looks pretty sturdy to me. It's a plastic housing. Basically being 6.5 ounces or 185 grams. Make a good weight for your rig anyway. So I don't think you'd have to, unless you're fishing big currents or deep, you wouldn't really have to add anything onto the bottom. Yeah. I purchased this one from Curve Surf online. About $94.50 Australian. Took a couple of weeks to get here. I think it came from NZ. Not promoted by any of these guys, so you just want to cut yourself about a metre of snide a litre. I got 110 pound here. Find it's best value for money sort of thing with the get 100 metres on the spool. Once you cut your leader, you want to get yourself two like 9.0 live bait hooks, something with a strong shank. These are Tsunami 9.0, pretty good price for quality. You want to just start off by putting the line through the eye and just doing a real simple snell. Just wrap it around the shank until it fills up. Shank about a quarter of the way. I don't know, this is about 8 turns. And just poke the line back through the eye again. And that's your end hook, and I'll put a bead on, and then I'll run another snell. Alright, and then just thread another 9.0 on, and just work out how big your baits you are going to run, and then just snell on the other hook, which is just the same as wrapping the line around the shank till you fill it about a quarter of the way, and just poking the tag end back through, and I'll just chuck a bead on that one. So yeah, that's threaded the bead on, and that's the two 9.0s snelled on there, and just as a bit of attractant, I'll just put a bit of a squid teaser on there, and just find that the bead helps it stay nice and high on the bait there. But basically that's the snelled rig there. Once you got your snell set up, you want to get yourself a 3-way crane swivel. This is Shogun. This is was 125 pound, and tie that on. Right, what you want to do is poke the tag end through the smaller swivel eye, and you just got to tie a knot, like a blood knot's my go-to. Do about 5 twists, and then poke that back through the eye, and then under the loop, and then you just want to pull that tight. You got to wet that down as well. That's all wet down. You just want to cinch that. You might need a pair of pliers. Alright, so I end up using a pair of pliers to pull that down tight, but once you got that, you just want to snip your tag end off about yay much, and then good practice is just singeing your ends, just so you got a bit of ball on the end there. I'll get the lighter. And what I mean by singeing the ends is you just melt the end a little bit with your line. And just put a little nub on there, so that way if it does pull a little bit, that acts as a little stopper. And then same on the snell. Get that a little bit up. Yeah, you got a little nub on the end there. And basically that's the bait side of the rig. Alright, for tying on this Sharkbanz, which I'm pretty much going to use the lead weight, I'm going to use some lock weld wire, 100 pound, just because it's like dangling 2 pineapples on the end. I mean, yeah, it's nearly 100 odd bucks, so don't want to lose the bloody thing. So I'll show you how to do that. Alright guys, you just want to unravel yourself a fair bit of lock weld wire, about 2 meters or so, and start by poking that through the eye. And you just want to do a heap of loops. How many have I done here? That's bloody magnet strong. That's about six loops. And then you want to poke that back through the eye again, so it comes out like that. And then pull that tight. And might just do a few more. So that looks like a good strong eye there. So cinch that down a bit, and then you just want to do some wraps along your line, and basically you just cinch that with a lighter. And what I've done is I've just pinched that off with a pair of pliers, vice grips, just so I can I don't have bloody 3 hands, just so I can singe it. It doesn't take much to get this stuff to bond. Basically, I had this sitting in my tackle box for years now. I haven't used it, so I thought I'd use it on this. It's probably easier just to use stainless wire and crimps, but yeah, you got to use what you got, I guess. And just let that cool off for a bit. What I'm going to do is a bit of extra security from stopping this lock weld from unraveling, is just put a bit of heat shrink over the tag end there. Just find that after a bit of use that it does break down, come undone, start unraveling. So yeah, it's not the best stuff for longevity, but yeah, it does the job. And I mean, you got to use what you got. Hopefully it sort of prevents mackerel and all that sort of toothy critters from snipping this off as I'm winding it up, because it doesn't say it deters them. So yeah, basically that's the end connection there. So when you're figuring out how far for your Sharkbanz to be below your fish, to work out the length of the sort of size fish you want to catch, and then says on the instructions it's got to be 45 to 60 centimeters below the tail. So I'm probably looking at about catching 600 mil fish. So I'm going to go 600 mil plus another 600 mil, so 1.2 to the bottom hook from the top of the sinker there, and then that should that magnetic force should cover me, I'd say. So once you've worked out how long your Sharkbanz leader needs to be, I'll just put a little crimp in the end there where I'm going to start the Flemish eye. You just want to thread on a bit of heat shrink if you want to use that. Just thread it down the line, and then basically you got the 3-way swivel there. You want to go through the small eye, and you just want to start doing another Flemish eye, if that's what they're called. So what did I say? I did about six turns or so. So you thread that back through. Alright. I'll just skip along because you already sent me to do this. Alright guys, so this is the rig laid out. So just where I place shoes is where the recommended length from the tail should be, so 45 from the sinker or 600. So basically that allows for 600mm long fish to be around the 60 centimetre from the sinker area, and then sort of any bigger around the 45, and then otherwise it's too close. And then yeah, it ends up being with the leader to the top of the sinker nearly 2 meters, and then about 1200, so I've got about 600mm of line, and then that's about it. So maybe wishful thinking getting fish that big, but normally do alright. And just wanted to touch on there's another way you can do it if you want it less invasive, is you could just run your main line, have a little sliding sinker rig on there, and then just bomb the Zeppelin down once you're hooked to fish. But yeah, you got more chances of losing it that way. And I don't know about you, but yeah, I'd be pretty pissed if I lost this thing sliding it down and then I got sharked or something like that. So I think this is the safest way with the steel leader, and yeah, should be alright, because your bait's about 600mm away from that line with the mono, so should be pretty how do you say, incognito sort of thing.